You see the little shit going. That's a video. What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Derek Chisora. Get this. Derek Chisora states that I think I showed everyone the blueprint of how to beat Oleksandr Usyk. He said, but people have chose not to use it. Be fit and use your size. I said that to Daniel Dubois and he didn't do it. For me, the ring with Usyk is that when he starts moving his hands and down, up and down, and you start moving with him, you're in trouble. What you need to do is just hit him when he moves his hands. He's very good. He's an amazing fighter. But if you let him be an amazing fighter, then he'll walk all over you. And let me counterpunch. Derek Chisora, has looked better than Joshua twice, than Dubois definitely. And that was his last few fights, right? The two Joshua fights and the Dubois fight. And one thing I must say about Derek Chisora is Derek Chisora has did nothing different than what Orlando Salido did, minus the low blows. See, if you guys can remember Orlando Salido, Salido was the first guy to beat Lomachenko. Well, should I say decision Lomachenko? I don't think anyone really beats Lomachenko. I think people get a decision against Loma, but he was the first to do it. And he was the first to do it simply because he knew that he couldn't outbox Loma. He knew he wasn't going to try to outbox Loma. He knew he was just going to go in there, take it to him, work his chest and his ball sack and give him problems, make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel, make him fight faster, make him fight harder, make him do things he's not accustomed to. And Derek Chisora did that. He did a carbon copy of Orlando Salido. Again, minus the ball shots. And I think that works because I think what you have to do, you have to oppose your will on Usyk. And I think you have to stop worrying about how good he really is and just take it to him. However, did that necessarily work for Chisora, though? In spots, but it didn't win him the fight. He didn't get the decision nor the win. Because these days, decisions don't mean wins, does it? So I think, he came in throwing a lot of punches. And he landed a lot of slapping shots. He landed a lot of shots to the body, and he threw punches in bunches. He just took it to him. But it didn't last because eventually Usyk put himself together. Now, what does this mean for future references? Nothing. Why? Because Tyson Fury, if this is what he's trying to say, because that's Usyk's next fight and that's Tyson's next fight. These guys are fighting each other. Tyson Fury's 6'9" or probably 6'7" or 8. Really, I don't think he's 6'9", but he's up there. He's a lot taller than Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora was shorter than Usyk. So I think Derek Chisora, his capability was, or his advantages were the fact that he was bulging down and crouching and throwing shots coming up fourth, whereas Usyk had to punch down at him. And I think Usyk, being at the weight class he is now, he's better at fighting guys a lot bigger than him. Okay, I think like Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez versus Manny Pacquiao versus Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? He was a lot better at fighting guys like that, like Antonio Margarito, because they were easy to hit because he was the smaller guy coming in with the size and the blinding hand speed. Okay? And I think that's what Oleksandr Usyk flourishes in. I think he loves that idea of having that. But Derek Chisora is not taller than him. So now he's not punching up. He's punching this way and has to punch down because, again, Chisora's coming in with shots, and he's not stopping. And he has his own style of doing certain things, okay? So, but I think for Tyson, I don't think that would work for Tyson Fury anyway, if that's what he's trying to convey, you know. But what you can extract from that, take it to him. You always have to fight the boxer, right? You never box the boxer, you just fight him. You rough them up. If you're bigger, you're stronger. You have to do things that work for you, not, worry about how good he really is. So a lot of these things are true, but then how can Tyson Fury capitalize on it? How can he capitalize on it? Well, what did he do against guys like Otto Vailin, another southpaw? I was looking at Hatman Strikes Back, and he brought up a good point, and it will raise a good question. Is Otto Vailin's chin better than Usyk's chin? And to answer that question, Hatman, I don't know. I don't really know, simply because the guys that, Otto's fought, who? Gassiev last. He fought Dominic Brazil. Then he fought Tyson Fury. Other than that, that's pretty much his pinnacle of his, the best fights, best wins, or should I say, or best fights, because he lost to Fury. But Fury took it to Otto Vailin, and Otto Vailin took those shots. But I think Otto Vailin was getting worn down. He was getting worn down. He was getting hit with shots, all types of shots. And honestly, with the right type of ref, that fight could have been early stopped, which would have been an early stoppage, because we seen the outcome of the whole fight because it wasn't stopped. But he was getting punched with a lot of shots by Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury was hitting him hard, right? And he didn't go anywhere. He didn't fall. He didn't drop him down. He didn't knock him down. You know what I mean? I think he hurt him a couple times, but other than that, then the next question you ask yourself is, how hard does Tyson Fury punch, really? Then another question you ask yourself is, how good is Wilder's chin? Because Wilder was the only one affected by those shots from Tyson Fury, whereas Otto Vailin wasn't. Derek Chisora, even in the third fight, the trilogy, he wasn't knocked out. He was busted up, pretty much. Real proper-like, but he didn't go down from those shots. And he didn't hurt Francis Ngannou at all. So, it's a lot of questions that come up, so if Tyson Fury can use the game plan of Derek Chisora, the question is, how effective would he be just coming in with him? John Fury, his dad, as of yesterday, didn't even believe that he was good enough with the style that he has by Javen Sugar Hill to beat Oleksandr Usyk with just coming forward and, keeping his knob down and throwing punches. So, but the game plan from Derek Chisora, it may seem good, but it's pretty practical. It's pretty firsthand. Like, okay, yeah, I got the blueprint. Fight the boxer. Well, that's anybody that knows how to brawl. Just impose your will and do the best you can, and not worry about punch for punch. Worry about the shots that you can land effectively and see what kind of impact it has on that particular fighter that can box so well. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Derek Chisora claiming that he has the blueprint to beat Oleksandr Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!